Now, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel G-Man Aviation. Now, in today's video, we are back in the flight simulator. We're going to be checking out another one of the planes that are in the more premium version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now, of course, that is the Boeing 747-400 Dreamlifter. Now, of course, the Dreamlifter is used for carrying parts of other planes, like the 787 Dreamliner. That is mainly what this plane was used for, taking 787 parts and flying them from Boeing factories to different airports around the world. Now, this plane did a very good job of it, and we're going to be checking out in this video today. Let's get into it. Now, here we are in the Boeing 747 Dreamlifter. Now, off the bat, this model looks kind of broken. Definitely not in the fuselage here. This actually looks kind of the best part of the aircraft. But if you come down here, you can see definitely in the engines, this blocky, you can even see right now it's breaking, this kind of texture. Now, this is definitely something that working title simulations and Microsoft should definitely work on. We can actually hop out of the plane here, and we can investigate this a little closer. You can see just how, like, messed up and blocky this looks. Maybe not from close up, but definitely from further away. You can see the textures just decrease in quality as you walk further back, and now it looks all blocky again. It's very, very weird, definitely for Microsoft Flight Simulator, as well as the wheels down here, as they are looking a little wonky and also spawn randomly. At times, you can see they're actually changing right now. Now, who knows why this was done, if it was just quick work or they had to get something done, but you can see that the plane is slightly messed up. Now, it's not the most ideal for flying, of course, so we can come over. You could open the doors, I guess, hypothetically, but the sad thing is, this actual rear tail, I have not found a way to open yet. Now, maybe there is, I just couldn't find one, but in the cockpit, you are not able to open this rear door, which kind of sucks. It's kind of the whole point of the Dreamlifter. Now, again, I might be wrong. I just could not find anything in this EFB or on the flight management computer. I could not find anything on either of those about the doors. Maybe in settings. No. Oh, wait. Yes, in settings. We can scratch that. Absolutely scratch that, everyone. We can open up the rear tail door. It is in the, for people who are looking, it is in the flight management computer. If you go to the home page of the menu, go to settings, and then go to tail door, you'll see that right there. Let's hop out of the plane again to view this tail door. Thank goodness this works, because that helps with some of the textures here. That makes it a little more worth it for this plane. Now, of course, not everything can always be perfect. We'll still check things out later in the video to see how well this mod is. But on the inside, we can actually see here this tail is opening nicely. It looks very, very nice. Now, pretty cool looking inside. You can see definitely 747-like. You can see how big this plane actually is. We can't even barely see into there from the outside view, let alone into the actual cargo bay. Of course, that is what the independent camera is for. Let's check this out here. If we could do that, we might have to get back in the cockpit. But this plane is interesting. So let's just check out more of the textures from the inside. You can see here we are in the cargo hold of the aircraft. Not too bad, not too bad. You could see this is where the 787 parts would go and be loaded, or other cargo would be loaded into the plane. Now, this door does take a long time, as it does in real life, but that is very cool. We can get the rear door open. So let's go for a takeoff here in our 747. Can just get going here. We are pretty much fully loaded on the aircraft. Let's see here. Get moving. Our tail door is still closing, but it should hopefully be closed. Now this plane looks very cursed. it will be closed by the time we get up into the skies, because of course this plane is heavy. Now we're going to continue on the runway. We're maintaining center line, of course. And we will see at about 200 knots, we will take off. Actually, about 170 knots. You can see V1. And we will rotate right around here off the ground. Now, you would never fly with your cargo door open, but of course, since we are in the flight simulator, who really cares? Oh boy. This plane is very heavy to get off the ground, probably because we are fully loaded. Very, very heavy. Jeez, I am pulling all the way up on the yoke. Yeah, this plane is pretty... The Dreamlifter was always known for... It has good performance, but not when you overload it like we have here. Now, the other weird thing, again with textures, is the second we get off the ground, for some reason, half of our landing gear just spin right. This is very random, and it makes things look less smooth on landings and replay mode. Our tail door closed. But that kind of does suck. I don't know why this is, but working titles, simulations, you guys should really get this together, because that is very weird. Definitely, when you zoom out, you'll see a bunch of textures, like, keep editing in and out. Very, very weird for a plane that was promoted by Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now we can put our gear up here. This should put it up. Actually, the wrong button. We can now see our kind of cursed landing gear go back into their hold. Of course, still sideways. I don't know how they missed that. And there's some sort of floating thing here. Definitely weird for Microsoft Flight Simulator and working title simulations. But here we are flying with our 747. Pretty good realism with physics, as you saw with the takeoff. It was a very, very late takeoff, which makes sense because we are fully loaded. We can look here, 100% loaded. Now this screen has absolutely nothing on it, which is also a little sad. Now you can see with our 747 that we are currently overspeeding. It does look a little bit older than previous 747s, of course, because it is the 747-400. You can see the kind of greener flight management computers and a little more switches. Very, very interesting little plane here, of course. Very interesting. Let's just come in for a landing over back at Boeing Renton, and we can see how this plane lands. So here we are coming into the Seattle-Tacoma airport now, as we come in with our 747 Dreamlifter. You can see very, very interesting approach. That is definitely my fault. We'll just keep going on the approach. There's a little bit of a floating landing. Just try and make it as smooth as possible. You can see we are on the ground and go full reverse thrust. Well, the reverse thrust is not working currently, so we're kind of overrunning the airport at this time. Oh, there it goes. Now it finally started working. Of course, on the engines, all two of them, for some reason. Yup, we definitely died. That is interesting. I was trying to pull reverse thrust the entire time. That could also be because of my throttle variant not being 7 or 4 engines. Now let's see our landing here at Seattle-Tacoma. We can just play that here. Lovely replay mode, by the way. We have to just see, of course, we still have the weird turned landing gear. Again, that is working title simulation's fault. Weird that it would be like this, but we can check out our landing. You can even see some of the engine textures still tripping out here, including some more jumping, which is very weird. A little bit of a interesting landing. You can also see that my reverse thrust was tripping out the entire time. which caused the overrun. But yeah, that is the 747 Dreamlifter from Working Title Simulations. Very, very interesting that they would have their plane not be as usable as it should be. I guess it is usable, it is flyable, but it has a little bit of issues with the texturing wise. So this is definitely an interesting plane, but remember, when you get Premium Deluxe or Aviator, I don't know which one it actually is, it's in one of the two. This is not a standard plane with the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. But if you purchase this plane or get it, warning about the textures here, of course. Very interesting. Working Title Simulations and Microsoft Flight Simulator should definitely figure out how to fix this. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Of course, very cool that we have this model. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, I do have a Discord. If you are interested, check it out in the description, and have a great day. Now, in this video, I might have seemed a little harsh to Working Title Simulations. I do understand that these models do take time, but if you are paying for something, in my personal opinion, if you're paying for a higher level version of the flight simulator, that these things should be fixed. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's enough from me. Have a great day.